Hey guys, welcome back. I got an awesome video for you today. I know a lot of people really struggle as we're coming through contact, getting that crisp, clean, solid contact, getting the feeling like that ball is just smashing against the face, almost like it's melting into the face. And a great way to visualize this is almost like the golf ball is stuck or melted into the face for a good 5 or 6 inches as you're coming through contact and then releasing the club out in front. So in order to get this feeling, I think it's really important to know how to tie the different motions in together. We'll hear sometimes videos, we'll focus in on the left hand, we'll focus in on the right hand, we'll focus in on the body and what it's doing as we're coming through impact. In this video, let's try to tie all that together. I got some great drills for you. These are awesome to do. This isn't really a video where you just sit there and watch the video. Go ahead and grab a golf club, get a golf ball. If you got a little net, go out to your garage and chip a few into the net. Wherever you're at, just go ahead and make these drills happen instead of just sitting there and watching. Let's go ahead and work through these. And most of these drills are going to be really low speed, just talking about impact, and then we're going to constantly build on that. And I got a great drill that we're going to end with to really get you focusing on speed at the right time, and that's right when your club's accelerating through the ball. So the first thing we're going to do here, let's go ahead and key in on just the left wrist. So this is very crucial. I know a lot of guys that are struggling with their contact are hitting hard from the top. And I think before we even get into any of this, it's important to get a good visualization of what should be happening with the golf club. So if you've ever jumped rope before, which we all have jumped rope at some time, but you kind of notice that you can't really pull the rope all the way around. You're not pulling in a big circle like this. You're really just kind of gliding most of the way, and then right at the bottom as you're jumping up and the rope's going under your feet, you kind of snap the rope. So all that action happens right at the bottom. You snap your hands, get that rope to really speed up as it's going under your feet, and then you're just getting ready for the next snap as it goes under your feet. Well, the golf swing is very similar. That's exactly what we want to have happen. We are going to make a big full swing. We're going to get that big turn as we're going back. We're starting down, but if you're casting and hitting from the top, getting a lot of poor contact, we need to be thinking about, we're waiting for that bottom of the jump rope. We're waiting for the bottom of the swing so we can snap that club, let it really accelerate at the right time. So it's almost that same sensation as when we're coming through the ball. That's when the acceleration is happening. That's when the club is speeding up and compressing the golf ball. If we're trying to snap the rope back here, as we first start down, by the time we get down to the ball, what ends up happening is your club goes weightless. I can't really feel where my club head is, and I can't get through contact. If I save that up and snap that rope at the bottom, my club head's accelerating, my club head gets heavier in my hands, and I can feel where the face is. I can feel how I'm going to hit it in the distance. So keep that in mind as we're working through these. So let's start out now just with some left arm only drills. And I want you to feel like we take this left wrist, let's go to impact. I'm going to open my hips about 45 degrees, and I'm going to lean my wrist forward till my left wrist is bowed. My elbow would be kind of toward the target at this point. Now here, I'm feeling like I'm gripping this club in the bottom 3 fingers, almost like my bottom 3 fingers are taking the club, the back of the logo of my glove is going toward the target, and I'm just rotating on through that shot. So I don't want to be doing this at all, where I'm breaking my left wrist down. I want to feel these bottom 3 fingers. I'm actually, if anything, I feel like I'm pulling upward to allow that club to catch up and come on through, and I'm keeping my left wrist nice and bowed all the way through contact and into the release. So try that out. You're going to have the sensation you're taking all the loft off the club. And what I want you to do is just make about 15 or 20 swings right now, just de-lofting that club. If we do this correctly, this ball should just kind of roll across the ground nice and easy. I wouldn't be coming up out into the air more than 6 inches or a foot, something like that. And I have about a 7-iron. 7-iron here today, you can use anything from 5-iron to 8-iron. Is a great practice this drill. Another key with this is make sure you grip up on the club. I don't want to be way down here at the bottom of the club like I would in my full swing, because now this club gets really heavy and hard to control. Grip up on the club about 4 or 5 inches so it's light enough that even though you're swinging with one hand, you can still control it. So again, 15 to 20 practice swings, really getting that wrist to bow. You can see that this is staying all the way through there, and I'm rotating my body on through. I don't want to stop my body or I'm going to end up kind of flipping like that. I'm keeping everything moving, keeping that club accelerating and moving through the ball, just like snapping that rope. So those are very low energy. You're not feeling like you're getting any speed there. Now let's go ahead and add in the right wrist. So this is a big one for right-handed players. A lot of us don't have very much coordination with our left hand. We got to do those left hand drills to build your hand-eye coordination, to build your muscle memory, you can think of it that way. But the right hand is going to want to take over. So if I can learn to get my right wrist feeling like it's angled back, I have a great video on the website called the Pet the Grass Drill. We get the palm of the right hand down, and then as I come through, I'm going to feel like I'm just tossing a ball down the fairway. Notice how my hips and my shoulders are opening up, and I'm just tossing that ball down. So my wrist is going from angled back to coming forward. That means I'm going to get that forward shaft lean. I'm going to compress that ball, feel like it's stuck against the face, and I'm just tossing it toward the fairway, down the middle of the fairway. So here again, let's do about 15 or 20 reps. I want you to pause kind of halfway down, have that wrist angled back, and then we're going to keep on rotating on through till we get to the straight line release. So that's a big piece of the Top Speed Golf system. As I'm coming through contact about 45 degrees in front, my club is releasing, and now it's working down my forearm. Whereas back here, I had a bunch of lag and forward shaft lean. So that letting go of it is what's getting that snap or that acceleration like we talked about on the jump rope. If I try to just drag this club through like that, I'm not getting that snap. If I try to push the club through, I'm getting the snap way back here. I got to go ahead and let that club lag, and then as I'm coming through the ball, then I'm getting that snap on out in front. So again, pick the club up, do 15 or 20 reps, and I should feel like I'm taking a lot of the loft off the club. My hips and my shoulders are okay to open, and I'm just tossing that ball down the fairway. It's not going to be pretty. You're not really going to do anything that's going to be amazing with these little mini drills, but we're just getting the feeling of getting the correct impact. You're going to feel like that ball is sinking into the face as you're coming through contact. So that was nice and crisp. Maybe even that one was a little bit high. But again, only 15, 20 yard shots. You're not trying to hit these hard at all. Now from there, let's tie both of those feelings in, that club lagging, getting that acceleration, that snap through contact, with what my body's doing. I got to make sure that my body is opening up. So if I'm at impact, let's go ahead and just do it with the right arm only. If I come down to impact and pause, I want my hips about 45 open, and I want my shoulders about 45 open. Now the reason for that is, once I add my left arm in, it's going to close my shoulders. So here, just like we talked about in that last one, if I was going to toss a ball down the fairway, look how everything opens up, and I just toss the ball right down the fairway. Well, with my left arm added to my body, so there's my impact position with just my right arm only. As my left arm comes across, because my shoulder's protracted, now it's going to look a lot more square with my shoulders. So if you're looking from down the line, there's my impact position with just my right side of my body. Now I'm going to add my left side, and my shoulders get closed. So you should have the sensation that you are opening up toward the target a little bit. I don't want to feel like I'm square like this, because now I have to push the club across my body. I want to feel like I'm opened up, and the only reason that I'm square is because my left arm is across. So as you're starting to do these little mini shots, let's do a couple more chip shots, and I want you to do it with both hands. You're going to take your normal grip, and again, left wrist bowed, bottom 3 fingers, right wrist angled back, getting that to release as you're coming on through, and I'm going to get that body to rotate on through there. I'm never slowing my body. The body will slow down technically a little bit, but I'm never stopping my body too early. If I stop my body back here, I'm getting that jumping rope snap happening back here, and I'm not going to be able to compress the golf ball. All right, so once we've done those drills, 20 left arm, 20 right arm, 20 little chip shots with the body. Now let's go ahead and throw this together in what we call a 9-to-3 drill, or an acceleration drill. You can get a lot of speed doing this, and you're going to feel some good compression doing this also. So what I want you to do, take this club back just to about waist high with your hands. And then from there, I'm going to accelerate all the way on through. And I should feel that lag, and I should feel that snap of the jump rope or snap of this golf club. I should feel the weight of the golf club really accelerating as I'm coming through contact. And let's try those out at first, going just waist high, and then we're going to come all the way on through to a good full finish all the way on around, and let's see how far we can hit one. And I may feel like I'm waist high. My hand may even get up to here, but I'm feeling like it's belt high and no higher than that. And you'll find that it typically goes a little farther back on you. There we go. So I got some pretty decent distance with that one. I would say that's probably 140 yards type thing. And I'm going to try to speed that up. That one was a little thin. Again, I'm concentrating on my contact. I'm really going to see if I can hit this one solid and compress the heck out of it. There we go. That one was a little bit better, felt a little bit more solid. And I'm going to do several of those. and I'm gradually going to work it back until I'm about parallel with my left arm, parallel with my chest. So I'm starting out really small, little tiny short back swings, and then accelerating all the way on through, trying to feel that acceleration through the golf ball, that snap, and then I'm getting a little longer and longer. So when I get done, I'm probably going to hit about 80% of my full swing speed, just like that, even with a half backswing. So I've compressed the golf ball, nice clean divot. Do about 20 or 30, gradually starting out really slow, then gradually getting longer and longer. That's going to help you to get that contact correct, going to help you get that forward shaft lean and feel the compression of the golf ball. All right guys, hope y'all really enjoyed this video. If you did, I got an awesome bonus for you. We all want lots of lag in our golf swing. It's so crucial to have tons of lag to be able to get that high club head speed and to be able to drive it past your friends. I'm going to play a preview from one of my most important golf lag videos. If you're on a desktop device, you can go ahead and click the link that pops up on your screen. If you're on a phone or a tablet, you go ahead and click the iCard and you're going to get instant access to that video. Plus, you're going to get instant access to 5 videos from our Top Speed Golf system. Good luck to you guys. Go out there and rip the ball. Hi guys, and welcome back. I'm Clay Ballard, and in today's video we're going to talk about one of the absolute worst drills for creating lag. It's a very common drill that I see, and in this drill what we're going to do is we're going to set the wrist very early to create an angle of lag, and then we're going to try to hold this throughout the swing. It's one of the worst things that you can do to build lag. I'm going to talk about the science behind why this is the case, and I'm also going to give you a great drill to help you improve your lag, all in this video. Let's go ahead and get started. If I do it this way versus holding that position, exact same thing happens when we're building lag in the golf swing. So what we want to do is throughout the swing, I want to have a very low and wide takeaway. So I'm not going to set my wrist early at all. If you look at a lot of the top players, you look at Adam Scott, very wide takeaway, not very much wrist set at all. You look at Rory McIlroy, you look at Tiger Woods. All these players are using a wide takeaway and not getting very much wrist set, so that later in the swing, as we start down, we can increase this wrist set, and we're really only going to max out this angle of lag for a split second in the downswing. Okay, so a 3-step drill here. Now, as we get started with this, I want to remind you that the fulcrum in this golf club for getting a massive amount of lag is right at the end of the golf club. This is where I want my hinge point to be.